Hello
Hello
there.
there.
I'm going to
Welcome.
sync that up in editing. And you know why I'm going to do that?
Because we have t-shirts that
Because
Eli made.
we have
That's
t-shirt
so exciting.
I made shirts for us. We they're not for sale yet, but
So don't
d-
if for
don't add
some
us.
reason you
Do
would
not
want
add us
this
on Twitter.
this t-shirt,
Do not add us on Twitter, please.
do not come asking for it in case anyone would. I don't know.
Do not add us
Go
on
go
Twitter.
get someone else's merch. It's probably better anyway. But
Yeah, it's probably not something I put together in like 5 minutes. Anyway, but welcome back to Star Wars in a Galaxy, watching all the Star Wars we can get our hands on. And so, Jacob, I want to ask you something, okay?
Shoot.
Do you know the Rebels episode called Wolves in a Door?
Yes, it's the one where the wolves go through the special door, the shiny door.
It's a Rebels episode, but it's most famously known for being the one that comes before World Between Worlds, which is one of the most mind-blowing episodes of any Star Wars TV show, period.
Yeah, kind of a very interesting episode for sure.
So this, I imagine, is unfortunately probably going to be known as the Wolves in the Door of Star Wars in a Galaxy. Because what's going on next week? Next week, I am challenging Jacob in Star Wars trivia. Schmodown style.
Own trivia showdown.
Schmodown
I'm really
style.
nervous.
I'm shaking, honestly.
We've been preparing questions for quite a long time, so
we've been preparing questions for around
hopefully
a
it'll
month. I've also started studying. I've watched now 4 Star Wars movies and half of a TV season.
I never thought here I would be on summer break studying, and I never thought that I would be studying Star Wars. Like my life depended on it.
I know, right? I've watched. What have I watched? I've watched Rogue One. I've watched Solo. I've watched Last Jedi, Mandalorian.
Wow. You've rewatched all of Mandalorian?
Half of Mandalorian.
Still though, wow, you're going ham.
Hey, we can take quotes from there. We can't take quotes from And
Good point,
and you bet I'm taking quotes from The Mandalorian. But anyway,
okay.
But anyway, let's get to the Let's get to the actual episode. We watched 20 minutes, minute 40 to minute 60 of Attack of the Clones.
It was quite an action-packed 20 minutes.
And boy, oh boy, oh man, this is some of this is interesting and some of this is just bad.
Yeah, it's a decidedly mixed bag, but
yeah, Jacob, let's make this simpler. What about this? What if let's divide the episode into 2 parts because we're really on 2 different planets in this entire thing. Let's divide this into Naboo, and let's divide this into Kamino. Yeah.
All right, Naboo and Kamino.
Let's go to Naboo first. And man, oh man,
we sure have a lot to unpack here.
We have a lot to unpack. First of all, Padmé was not the youngest queen elected on Naboo.
If I was a citizen of the great planet of Naboo, I would be horrified, quite frankly, if a 14-year-old was not the youngest person to ever serve as the ruler and the leader of an entire planet. The elected ruler. But still,
because you elect your queens,
right? The leader of an entire planet, that's a lot of responsibility to put on the shoulders of someone who hasn't even finished high school yet.
Yeah.
So that always mystified me.
It's Naboo tends to believe that young women have this wise quality when really they're just kind of creepy, honestly. And they elect them to serve as queen. Remember, they're elected queens because that makes no sense.
I understand why you wouldn't elect someone more qualified, but enough about that, I guess. It is what it is.
Also,
they made their choice.
Newt Gunray. Newt Gunray is the viceroy of the Trade Federation 10 years later after how many trials, Jacob?
4 Supreme Court trials.
4 of them. Still, not just not in prison, but, still the same job he used to be.
Yeah, after trying to blockade and starve an entire planet. Very corrupt,
I
sad,
think an entire
very
sector,
sad.
actually.
Really,
I
an
think
entire
an entire
sector.
sector. I think he
I
is.
didn't catch that
At least
apparently.
he planned to. I think he planned to do this the entire Chommel sector.
Wow, that's
But yeah,
what a nut job. Good thing he
what?
was
Yeah,
brought to justice, am I right? Justice
I want
for
peace,
trial.
freedom,
My
justice
new
to
empire.
my new empire.
But yeah, it I'm not quite sure what the word I'm looking for is to describe the situation. It's interesting. Another observation that I had. It's interesting how even though it's called the Supreme Court, it doesn't really work, I guess, like the United States Supreme Court because they have trials. So it's not just, I guess, things about their galactic constitution, or I'm not quite sure what the Republic has in that
No, they
far
have a
fetched
constitution.
galaxy. They have a
They have.
constitution.
I'm
Okay, good.
pretty sure there was something about amending the Constitution in either Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah,
Um,
amending the constitution to let someone stay in power longer than they should. What could possibly go wrong? Am I right? What could
what could
possibly go wrong with
possibly
that?
go wrong? Anyway, so then we have Anakin and Padme's exchange, and who boy?
Which exchange? They have a lot of exchanges.
Yes, no, sorry, I should have specified. Um, what is your stance on the matter, Master Jedi? Oh, Anakin's
Oh,
not a
Anakin's
Jedi.
not a master yet. Anakin's not a Jedi master. No wonder Anakin has a complex about being
Yeah,
called a
no,
Jedi
what?
master.
So the woman he loves, and then the guy he hates.
He just gets roasted. But then he talks back, which is so
It's so
feels
Anakin
so
and yet so unprofessional.
yeah. But I think it makes a lot of sense given
Yeah.
Anakin's kind of thing where he doesn't really like to follow authority that
Yeah.
much.
I mean, there is the whole slave thing. I think we mentioned that last episode.
Yeah.
But
But even beyond that, just in a more general sense, he feels like he feels not he wants to feel not beholden to any power to tell him what to do. And I
yeah.
think that is why he wants to
Also,
be
why does Padme
a
say that?
master.
Like, why does Padme?
She picked a bad time to say that in front of everybody.
Yeah,
Like
and like, what the
she
heck is she
roasted the
doing?
crap out of him.
Yeah, what is she doing?
And but then what is Anakin doing? He like talks back to her. He goes in on her, which is like, in my opinion, also bad given that he's supposed to be like escorting her, and in front of all these royal dignitaries and officials, he's just like he's like, no, I'm in charge. No, stop disrespecting me. I'm in
Both of their
charge.
actions are extremely questionable. But
Yeah,
in my
a lot of
opinion,
it is
Padme's
very
actions are
questionable.
more questionable because Anakin has a job to do. Anakin is assigned to her for security. You
I
know,
see. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
and like Anakin's. I guess he could say it's part of his job. I don't know. But anyway, so what else? Oh yeah, so we get a bunch of just scenes that are basic. There are 3 scenes in here that are meant to say one thing: Padme and Anakin are falling bad for each other.
Doesn't
And that
quite get the point across, in my opinion, but
no, but we do get some interesting lines. Are we ready for this, Jacob? I have 4 words for you. I don't like sand. It's
of course,
coarse,
and it's
rough,
rough, and it's
irritating.
irritating,
It
and it
gets
gets everywhere.
everywhere. Not
The
like
delivery of
here.
those lines are so
Here
weird.
everything is soft and smooth.
No wonder. No, Padme should have asked for a replacement Jedi, like in
Hey, can
T-shirt.
I have a
Honestly,
different Jedi? This one keeps giving me I want you eyes.
honestly
No,
though,
I wasn't!
yeah,
How it should have
it's
ended. Attack of the Clones, putting it in the description. One of their best. Yeah, it is just, and then we get the Padme monologue right before it. We used to
it's
go
not
out to
the
summer camp,
best.
and we spin out to an island, and and we have the sun dry our bodies on the sand, and we'd try and name the names of the birds flying by. What the
Wow.
heck? Who wrote this?
I mean, yeah, my dad was watching kind of next to me, and he burst out laughing when that scene played. So go figure.
The funny part is George Lucas hired a screenwriter named Jonathan Hales when he was trying to write episode 2 to help him. Hales had worked on the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, and somehow, I guess he made the movie worse.
I don't understand.
Or maybe that was Lucas. How is it that the
wonder.
worst prequel is the one that Lucas hired someone to help him with writing?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I assume he was not invited back for the Revenge of the Sith.
Nope.
I mean, maybe.
Nope. Yeah, it just and then he caresses her back, and that's just so creepy.
Oh, so much no.
So much no. And then I do like actually there's one thing I like in this scene. There's that romantic scene, and they're kissing, and the romantic you know. And then
there's some nice timing with the music.
Right as she pulls away and says no, the music stops, and it's very good. But still,
that is very good.
It's a good musical piece. It does not save this scene.
I don't know what can save this scene, to be honest. It was
not much. Let's
go to
our second scene, okay? Let's go to our second scene.
All right. And which one is that? Would you remind me?
Grass Plains.
Ah, yes, the Grass Plains. The scene where Anakin gets
before the episode,
he gets trampled.
Yeah, before the episode, you were telling me about a slogan you had that I thought it was so good that you not only should mention it, but I think I'm going to title the episode after this. Right?
Yeah. What was it? Naboo. Beautiful scenery, terrible dialogue.
Come for the scenery, leave for the dialogue.
Yeah. That's it. Come for the scenery, leave for the dialogue.
Come for the
scenery. And that just about sums it up. Well, we've figured it out. We've cracked the code. That's it.
I don't know if you noticed this one, but like, why is Padme talking to Anakin about her first crush?
Yeah, I think she's trying to make him jealous. I can only assume.
Maybe, but like what the heck is that about? Why?
Well, just trying to make him jealous, I guess, you know.
And then of course, let's break. I know we're dividing them into parts, but we have 5 memes this episode. It's a meme episode.
Yeah, you should say all the memes because I can't remember them all.
Okay, let's do this.
But it is a very packed episode.
Okay, here we go. First meme. It's not actually a piece of dialogue, but it's my favorite meme of all 5 of them. And it's the Obi-Wan visible confusion meme.
Yes, that is a good one.
Just a classic. Jacob, ask me how many memes I have ready.
How many memes do you have ready, Eli?
200,000 already, with 1 million more on the way.
Dang. That's a lot of memes. But the thing about that scene that surprised me when I was watching it is I realized that one gets misattributed.
Yeah.
Everyone always puts that line over the shot of them walking through.
Troopers. But in reality, don't even see them. We don't even see them.
Yeah, in reality, they're just sitting, kind of. They're just sitting there, you know?
Yeah, the Obi-Wan and Lama Su are just sitting there. Let's see.
Yeah.
Jacob, are you here for the memes?
That's why I'm here.
That is our third meme right there. Let's see. And we have a fourth meme, which is actually in the Grass Plains scene. Whenever prequel fans see Rey as one of the top-rated Star Wars characters ever, they say...
Rey? I don't know this one.
I don't think the system works.
Yeah.
And finally, our 5th meme of the episode. Where is it? I'm trying to... Oh, yeah. Your clones are very impressive. You must be very proud.
The thing that it kind of dismays me to say it, but I think that the episodes with the most meme-worthy lines correspond with the episodes that have, or I guess the Star Wars movies that have the most dialogue problems, I think.
I'd have to agree. Though, yeah, because the prequels have the majority of them, and then the sequels have a dozen, maybe. And the
Yeah,
original trilogy has four
a
or
couple.
five.
Yeah. They have like what? An elegant thing for a more
And then
civilized
Revenge
age,
of the
but that's
Sith is
honestly
just
about it.
there with, like, a meme every
Everything.
5 minutes.
I guess that's different because I guess it's really the prequels that have the most, because they have the strange writing.
Yeah, they
You
have
know
the
what I mean?
strange dialogue. Yeah.
They have this strange dialogue. Yeah.
What else do we got? Oh, yeah. So the grass
What kind
plains
of?
scene. We have Anakin's interesting ideas on government.
Yes. Very interesting. He starts now. I think this is interesting because it kind of shows. I guess his perspective
I will say
comes
this
from one of.
cumbersome dialogue is maybe the most character development we've gotten from Anakin this
Yeah.
entire movie.
But I have to say, I kind of understand why Anakin is saying what he does because he's advocating for a system of government that he thinks would work because the current republic system has not worked for the people of the Outer Rim. And I think that, except for Coruscant, kind of in this part of Star Wars, it doesn't really work for
It
anyone
doesn't
except the
work.
Coruscanti.
The
So I
funny
think that's why he's so eager
the
to
funny
kind
part
of
is we kind of see
engage in
history
some light
repeat itself.
fascism.
The funny thing is we kind of see history repeat itself because it's revealed in Bloodline, which is a book about the New Republic Senate, that
Yeah.
it never really worked in the first place either.
Like what do you mean in the first place?
Like
From the
the new
formation of the Republic, it was just corrupt?
from the formation of the New Republic after the fall
Yeah.
of the Empire. The
Yeah,
New
yeah.
Republic never really worked. Yeah, the third scene, which is our fireplace, I won't give into this scene.
Oh no. The fireplace scene. I think that's the worst scene in all of Star Wars, to be honest.
It's up there.
Like it makes
It's up there with what else do we got? Solo.
nothing.
Solo. Come
Oh,
on,
the Han
Solo.
Solo. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That
I
might
was
be a
watching
little.
Solo in this past week and I just cringed so hard when that scene came on.
It was pretty cringe, not gonna lie.
What else? There must be other ones. I don't know. I think the romantic scene with Panikin.
Panicking.
Anakin and
Anakin,
Padmé.
stop panicking.
Jesus has a
Jesus has a
planikin.
planikin.
That meme is so great. I was when Padmé and Anakin in Revenge of the Sith hold me like you did for the Lake of Naboo, when there was no politics, no plotting, no war. That was pretty bad.
There actually were politics and plotting and war.
And war, but other than that, it was pretty different back then. Let's see. Yeah. I will not give into this scene is just terrible. What is your standout line from that? Because we all have to have the standout line from that.
I mean, I think the cheap shot would be I am haunted by the kiss you never should have given me.
Oh, that's a classic.
And also, you're in my very soul tormenting me. But honestly, I think the worst line is the one, what is it? I think about it and I can't breathe. It's like, wow, way to be dramatic, man. Jeez.
My favorite is, believe me, I wish I could just wish away my feelings.
Yeah, I wish that I could wish.
It's just
one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
One wish, two wish, red wish.
Try.
Oh my god, it's just but we could rant about that all day. That wouldn't make for a very good episode. So let's go to Kamino, where it's more interesting.
Kamino is more interesting.
Kamino is way more interesting.
Although I kind of have to criticize Obi-Wan in this.
Obi-Wan makes
in
some
this
bad
part.
moves,
He
but I do want to ask you something, okay? So, do
okay.
you think the clone troopers of the Galactic Republic are child soldiers?
Mm,
Because
no.
by the time they reach 20 years old, they're biologically 10.
So I guess this is kind of a Pirates of Penzance situation in a way.
Yeah, it's where the guy is born on leap day, but so by the
Yeah.
time he's 21, he'll actually be like 80 something. Yeah, 84, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
But yeah, uh, it's a weird predicament. Also, like, what's like the psychological effect on that? Like, you're
Yeah.
growing twice as fast as anyone else, so
Yeah, you're right. That's an interesting point.
um, let's see. We should um, okay, yeah. So they also, the prequels have some pretty bad foreshadowing in them, but in one of these scenes, there was actually some pretty good foreshadowing.
And which
And
was that?
Lama Su saying about the clones, they are totally obedient, taking any order without question, which is really
Yeah.
interesting when it ties into the inhibitor chips and Order
Yeah, that's true.
66.
I think that kind of shows how the inhibitor chips were added as a result of the Clone Wars, where they kind of humanized the clones and made them a much uh a much more nuanced part of the story.
Yeah, and I think they kind of had to after the whole like Cody had some good moments with Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith that might not be very like totally obedient sort of thing.
Yeah. So I think that yeah,
Try not to destroy
I
all the
maybe yeah,
droids before I get there, Cody.
maybe it is maybe she is referring to the inhibitor chips when she says that. It's unclear to me, I think.
But
That
that was
being
almost a
said,
red flag for Obi-Wan.
that
Like,
I think that should have been a red flag.
there were so many red flags for Obi-Wan that he just didn't see.
Yeah, like oh gosh, so many to name. I had another one.
Oh yeah,
Hang on. Let me
who
get
is
my
the
list.
original host? Oh, some guy you're about to
Jango
fight in
Fett.
30 minutes. Don't take too hard about it.
Okay, good. To be fair, he could not have predicted that.
True, but he should have seen that armor.
Yeah, he should have seen that armor.
He should have seen the,
But he saw that armor and he didn't arrest them both. He didn't arrest Django. He didn't even after Django Fett. So many red flags. The Sifo Dyas, who was like fired from the council for his extreme views, had commissioned this clone army in secret, and no one knew about it
and then
for a decade.
conveniently died.
And that didn't set off a red flag. And and then he conveniently died.
Yeah, like there is a conversation at the end with Yoda and Obi-Wan and Mace Windu, in which Yoda and Windu basically admit, "Oh we're not omniscient and omnipotent." I'm like, "Holy what a
They're not.
surprise!
Wow,
Oh
what a
my
twist.
god,
Yeah, yeah,
what are we gonna do about this?"
yeah. It
And
just
sit on cushions, we must.
mm, that about sums it up. I think that yeah. Let me get a
Oh,
list. There was another thing that I thought was a big red flag that Obi-Wan missed. I can't remember what it was. Let me see here. An army. It was created in the army was created in secret by a rogue Jedi who knew Obi-Wan was coming. How did they
oh,
know that Obi-Wan was coming
how
without
did they
seeming
know the Jedi were
suspicious?
coming?
Yeah, how did they know that the army was for the Republic when not even the Jedi or anybody else knew that? It's so suspicious,
It's ridiculous.
and I feel bad that Obi-Wan didn't. I feel kind of upset with Obi-Wan that he
No
didn't catch
kidding.
on
But
sooner.
but yeah, at least he's a good actor.
Yeah, that's true. I don't understand why when he found out that the person who said hired the clones didn't hire the guy. how is that not the cue right away? Because in my mind, that should have set off a bunch of red flags when Obi-Wan said, "Oh, so you've met Sifo Dyas?" Then
I
it
know
says,
what the other
"Who's
red
Sifo
flag.
Dyas?"
I know what the red flag is.
What?
It's I was recruited by a man called Tyrannus on the moons of Bogdan. On one
To
of the
be fair,
moons of
he couldn't
Bogdan.
have known. He couldn't have really known who Tyrannus was. Like,
I know, but his name is Tyrannus.
yeah,
Tyrant. Like, that should have raised a red flag.
that's true. That's true.
Oh man, this is quite an episode. Do you have any other thoughts? Because I think that's all the stuff I noticed.
Let me check up on my list real quick because I wrote down a lot of stuff, but it's out of order because I ordered it chronologically.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The fact that Anakin gets trampled by an 800-pound beast.
Oh, the
A
shock. Yeah.
Maybe not 800 pounds, but it's close to it. I must imagine. That is kind of bewildering to me.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that could be improved, but
There's a
overall,
lot to be
I
improved.
think it's a very
It's a Star Wars movie, you know.
Yeah, it's a very interesting part of the movie.
It's a weird
because
part
I feel
of the movie.
it's where everything kind of starts to pick up.
Yeah, I'd
and then
say
right
so.
at the end, Anakin has the nightmares. So
yeah, and so there's going to be a lot from that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about next week. Next week, we're holding this darn contest.
That's right, the trivia contest.
The trivia contest. It's gonna be the Schmodown style contest. If you want to see the logos for the contest and all that kind of cool stuff, go to our Twitter account. It's posted there. It's going to be Jacob, the Salty Contrarian, versus
Eli, the Force Defender. I am, of course, my mascot is the Gonk Droid.
And mine is
Eli, what is your mascot?
Grandmaster Yoda.
Woo!
Yeah, because, you know, so, yeah, we're hoping, Jacob and I are hoping to turn this sort of trivia contest into a, not regular thing, but, like, we want to invite some people onto the podcast, to try their luck at probably beating us.
Yeah.
And,
I'm excited.
What I'm going to do...
It's all our own questions.
Yeah, it's all, we're quizzing each other. And
no Google Star Wars trivia, no.
Yeah, no. We're making it hard. We are and of course, the reward for the winner is the choice of the topic for our next special episode, No Questions Asked.
No questions asked. Who boy.
But so what we're going to do with the release of that episode, which, by the way, we're going to do a YouTube premiere of that episode.
Get hyped.
Yeah,
it's
if you want to join us for that, if you want to join us for the YouTube premiere, Jacob and I will both be on the stream. Join us at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on July 24th.
July 24th. All right.
Yeah. It'll be a week from. It's the week from the day this episode comes out.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say about the challenging other people, with the tweet that goes out for the premiere, I'm going to tag about 10 people from the Star Wars Schmodown contestants. And I'm going to challenge them to come on this podcast and try their luck at us. I don't think it's going to be that hard for them because we know a lot about Star Wars, but these are trained professionals.
Trained professionals. Yep.
I'm not trying to underdog us too much, but I'm trying to underdog us. So, yeah. But that's going to be it for this episode. In the meantime, while you're waiting for the trivia stuff to come out, here's some places to check us out. Twitter, I've already mentioned. We have a YouTube channel, which I've already mentioned. Other platforms, Anchor, Breaker, Spotify, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, all of that good stuff.
All that good stuff. Yeah.
And make sure to...
We have a subreddit too.
Subreddit r/Star Wars in the Galaxy. Leave a review.
It's just like a fun
favorite
place.
Our stuff. Yeah.
Come hang out. Come.
Oh, we have a Discord server too.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do.
Awesome.
All
All right.
Just may the force be with you.
May the force be with you. Thank you for tuning
Always.
in.